Can anybody hear the music? Can we hear music? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear my voice? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear my voice? That was so... Bam. Got that playing on my phone. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby. Let me actually get a couple books underneath that mic. I'll tell you what, when the airport loses all your stuff, you got to do what you got to do to make it happen, right? So I'm putting books underneath the mic to get the mic because my mic stand didn't make it. Shout out to everybody here. If you ever had your luggage taken or you lost it, happened to me today. I had a connecting flight. I had my checked-in bag. I made it to my connecting flight, but I only had like 40 minutes to get there. I ran around the airport. They didn't get my bag to the connecting flight in time. When I got to my destination, they said, your bag ain't there. But we're sending another flight tomorrow morning. Your bag should be here at 7 a.m. So that's where we stand. How's the mic sounding to everybody? Is it good sound? Is it good sound? Yeah, I got the music off right now. We'll have the music on in a second. Yeah, we will have the music on in a second. We got you. We got you. We got you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We got that music. We got that music. Is the music too loud or is it okay? I can't hear the mix. So you guys got to tell me right now. Here's the music. Here's it going to sound like this. This is the music, and this is how we're going to listen for the rest of the day. If you like this, let me know. All right? Bang, bang, bang. Sounds great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The music's just too loud for me, so I got to bring it down. But I also like to hear my voice, so it's the best of both worlds here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So we just got my signal for Bitcoin. I was on a tiny 5-seat plane, too. We went into the mist. You guys saw the footage. It was insane. The plane was from 1965. Did you guys see that? I thought I was going to die. Like, did you guys see the plane? Did anyone see the plane? Like, it was insanity. Hold up. Like, who saw the plane I was on today? Did you guys see the plane? It was insanity. I got a picture of the cockpit, bro. Like, look at this. Like, that's the cockpit, man. Anyway. So insane. It's popping a bit. All right, yeah. So we'll pull this down, pull that back. There we go. I just won't go too close to the mic, and we shouldn't pop, right? Shout out to, yeah, if I get this close, we might pop a bit. But, yeah, there we go. I see that we're not popping too much now. Missed it, sketchy, right? God is great. Dude, we went into the mist. It was crazy, man. And I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Maybe you should have the chat on the right side of the screen. I'm looking like over there the whole time. I should be looking over here or staring at you guys. Let's get into Bitcoin and show you what's happening to BTC on the day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So last time I looked at Bitcoin, I was about to get into the flight, and I saw this little flag. We got to pump up, but then they ripped it right back down. Possibly you didn't get stopped out with that point of control, but eventually down there would have been the case. Let's take a look at what happened to BTC since then. My model did play out. We crossed the 200 MA with one candle. You could have made a long right there. And honestly, you still may be able to stay in that long. We've got a bit of a flag here that could play out to the upside. Looks like Bitcoin may get a nice little pumpy, a little pumperowski, all the way up to, what, $83,095 for BTC. So I'm looking for a bit of a move here into Saturday night for a move to the upside. You can see this is kind of a shoulder, head, right shoulder, almost shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. We call these complex inverted head and shoulders. This is a complex inverted head and shoulder. It has multiple right shoulders and multiple left shoulders. Look for this to break to the upside to liquidity at $83,092. So that's the key level that I'm looking at for BTC right now. We're going to break down the bigger time frames. We're going to show you the daily close, and we're going to have some fun like we do every single Saturday night. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that kicks it with me. I do not miss a day, even when they lose my luggage and half my equipment. I'm sitting here on a tiny laptop with no screens. My microphone's in a Kleenex box. Look, I put my microphone in a Kleenex box, straight up. This is the real deal right here. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do when your stuff doesn't make it, man. You got to find a way to make it happen. Like, you can't have excuses. You can't miss your show. You can't miss your show when it's time to hit the show. Sorry, distortion there. I'll stay away from screaming into the mic. Need I digress? Okay, so moving forward, right? We're still on the weekly. All right, we still have hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, which is a swing down on the RSI while you swing up to price action. That is still a valid idea there, right? And man, even when I'm traveling today, I still outwork the average YouTuber. 2 live streams, got it together, brought my equipment, didn't stop. It doesn't matter. No days off. We got to keep pushing every single day. I love y'all. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And last day, fasting. I mean, I just so much to talk about. Anyway, what happened to my music? I lost the music. I like this one. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. I've been playing this one a lot on the stream the last few days. So Bitcoin on the weekly making a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time, but it looks like you may have to come lower first one more time. And maybe we do have to come and retest this top area, or even just test there, right there, 76,000 one last time. Then we could maybe just break on out to the upside here. So some downside for Bitcoin looks like it may be coming just down to that area, though. We may not even go all the way down to support. We may just go halfway and still continue to the upside. So, not the worst case, but it does look like Bitcoin's going to take a move further to the downside. Let's be honest. I mean, you're pattern trading 101. Bottom, top. You have to assume you'll come to the bottom of the pattern. You'll stay inside the pattern until you either lose it or you gain out of it. That's it. That's how pattern trading works, is you think you'll stay. You're like a mouse that has a small brain. You basically tell yourself, that's it. And don't laugh what I just said. I know you laughed out loud. I'm not telling you you're a mouse with a small brain. I'm not saying that. That's not what I said. But you said you're like a mouse. I get it. We have to trade like we're a mouse with a small brain. All right. And a mouse would say, if I'm in the pattern, I stay inside the pattern. Once you're in a pattern, you assume you stay in the pattern until you leave the pattern. Period. That's it. No BS. No nothing. You can't change it up. So that's the first thing that we're looking at here for BTC. All right. Is the fact that we're inside a pattern and we're likely go to the bottom of it. The bottom of it sits somewhere right there at about 75,900. If we take a drop down, so be it. We still, even if that occurred, even went to there, we'd still have hidden bullish divergence. Extreme too. It would be even worse. Oversold stochastic, we could still pump huge to the upside. We are in a bull trend as long as we don't break 53,000, 54K. Because look, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You'd have to break this low to put ourselves inside of a downtrend. So I'm not hearing this bear market nonsense. You give me a lower low, you give me a lower high somewhere out here, I will bail out this market at 84,000, because that's when the trend has definitely told us that it's a wrap. So that's the first thing that we're looking at, number one. Okay? Then we got resistance right there, of course, but we can, So I'm still looking at an uptrend here. I'm just giving it to you the way it is. I'm not even trying to be overly bullish. I'm just giving it to you the way it is. That is a bullish uptrend at the moment. Now, it could change, of course. One day at a time. We're playing chess. What will the chess player do? We don't know. We have to react to the chess player, the market maker, whoever you want to call it, whatever it is, the market, the movement, the price, the boogeyman, whatever he's going to get me. I don't know who's getting you, but whoever it is, how about you get yourself? How about instead of you saying they're getting me, you're the one getting it? You say, I go in the market and I'm the boogeyman. I'm the bull boogeyman. I get paid every time I go in. They don't get me. I get them. You got to start thinking it like that. You got to start thinking, I'm the one that gets it. They don't get me, I get them. And that's it. That's it. All right? You have the power to create yourself as a hero. If you formulate thoughts that make you the hero, then you are. If you formulate thoughts that make you the victim, then you are. Who are you going to be? Who are you going to be? All right? You have a choice. You have a choice. Do you want to be Clark Kent? You know what I mean? Or do you want to be Joe Dirt? Some people like Joe Dirt. They actually think he's a hero. I get it. My mom actually liked Joe Dirt. She thought that was funny. Shout out to Master Front of the House, +1 of the lifers. Amen. Shout out to everybody here. They tried to stop me today. They tried to stop me. They tried to take my bag and make sure I couldn't make it. But you know what? I'm sly. I packed a carry-on bag with enough tech in case they took me out. I could still stream. See, I backed up my thoughts with my backup, baby. And they couldn't take Sammy out. So the weekly still looks good to me. We are getting a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly. That's bearish. When you can put the previous green candle inside of a red candle, that is a bearish sign. So far, we're a little bit above it. We're kind of matching hey, we could still wick up and close this candle green. There's a chance it would have a huge wick. I've seen it happen, and we'd have 3 white soldiers. It would have to close green somewhere between today and tomorrow night, which is very, very, or tonight and tomorrow night. The odds are very low. This is a bearish close. I mean, you're losing support on the 3-day chart. You had beautiful support right there at 83,005. You've lost it. Now, you could be making a shoulder, a bit of a head, and somewhat of a right shoulder. We have been front-running that idea. We'll see if it happens, but it doesn't look amazing. And then here we are with the daily time frame, and I told you, and I know you don't believe me, but it's written there, and the timestamp and everything in my trading group was to open up a head short at that $85,100 level, like right around here, $200 level, and you're still on the money on that head short. Stop loss above those wicks. And technically, you should be able to get paid all the way back down to 71,008. That is the measured move of the bear flag. Wick to wick on the algorithmic move. Takes you right back to the previous resistance right there, too, as well. High volume node. You get a high volume node there. You get, So, you lost these ones when you lost this point of control. And there she goes, right? Thing is, too, here on the daily, you're back inside, or you never left it. We were looking like we had broken out. Right there, we had broken out, see? And I said, if we break back inside this, look for this to break down at least for a double bottom, or lower somewhere down to the end of this this trend line, somewhere even down at 71,072K. So this looks bearish to me. The 3-day chart never broke out. Like, you see, like it hit resistance and just likely going to drop down further down. Now, there's a chance we make a higher low and break out of this. That's how these broadening, falling wedge. This is a broadening, falling wedge. These are bearish, bullish patterns. They make a low, they make a high, they come up, they make a secondary low, and then they usually break out. So this thing is still on track to break out the way I've seen them break out in my lifetime. Like, it's actually spot on right now, but I don't like the 200 MA. Let's open this up. So when the daily loses the 200 MA, this yellow moving average, it's bearish to me. I'm not happy about it. I'm never happy. I turn bear. I become a grumpy old man when we're below the daily 200 MA. I become a happy young buck when we're above the daily 200 MA. That's me, all right? That's it. You don't want to see me when we're below the daily 200 MA. You don't want to say the wrong thing to me. I'm going to be grumpy man. You want to hang out with me when we're above. I'm happy. I'm buying everybody, food. I'm saying, let's go. I'm buying everybody drinks at the bar. I don't go to the bar anymore, but I'm just joking around. But you know what I'm saying. The idea is when we're above the 200 MA, it's party time. When we're below it, it's party time to the short side. And you can make money either way. So let's get happy about the money to the downside. Let's make this downward money. So the daily suggests that we're going further down. Stochastics did a really good job, though, of dumping, but they could still hit this dotted line and stay down here a little bit and get more dumpage. So we have some momentum to the downside on the daily stochastics RSI. Stochastics RSI are down here. They go from dotted line to dotted line, all right? Don't love that one so much. So there you go, all right? Bear flagging back to the downside. We could double bottom here. We could make a higher low and dig on out. We had a nice little uptrend going for a while. I'm always biasly optimistic. I'm bullishly biased. At the end of the day, I'm more bullish than bearish. I have to fight myself to short, but when I do, I make the gains. And I knew that was a likely short right there, and I gave it to you guys, and you should have got paid if you did. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but I did call a head short there. That was spot on at 8:05 in the morning in my trading group on weeks too, specifically. Blessings on blessings. The weeks competition has started. We get that money going. Sign up to weeks competition. The link is right here. All right. We can short this. We can long this. Let's show the world that we can make more money than everybody else doing this. Let's stay disciplined. Let's rock out the house. I know we can do it. Lifers, baby. Hit the link to become part of the Lifer team on weeks and run it up, man. And we'll do team trading. It started yesterday. Let's get it. I'll also put out specific trades. The short really should still be in the money. I don't know how that works if you're already in the short, if that counts. But let's go, Lifers. I believe we can nail it. No one's going to beat us. They may be able to get more volume because they have more people, but the P&L, man, we can rock that P&L hard. All right. So the daily looks like we're headed for more downside. That's it. Let's be honest. The weekly says the same. The 22 just hit the dot, below the dotted line. I mean, you had a bit of a dump. You could maybe make some, One thing that's crazy, I've never really, could this be a crazy inverted head and shoulder that I guess a bit of a stretch for me, but it's, this is definitely could be a cup and handle though. We could break to the upside here, pull a Fibonacci from the wick, and you're sitting there coming back down to that 618 golden pocket. It could happen. I mean, it could happen. Shout out to all the beautiful people in the chat. Shout out to Sam Raza, Tony C, Mr. Butters, Michael Allen, MX La, Nightish Yadav, Crunk, the Two Side. Shout out to Kerry Bowen. Shout out to David. I met a kid named David on the plane today. Super nice kid. He's going to start a business. I know he is. He's already in business in his mind. You know what's crazy is I was sleeping. I woke up. I pulled my shades down. He looked at me. He was like, I was like, word. And we didn't talk at all. He just gave me the fist pump. Then he has a stick of gum. He rips it in half, hands me the other half. I take it, fist pump again. I'm like, yo, you a good man. You a good man. And that's how it set it off. And then of course, I mentored him for 2 hours and talked his ear off and told him all the things and tips and tricks he should do with his life. But, showed him the YouTube channel. Told him that he met a legend. No, I'm just messing with you guys. But seriously, like, what if you met me next to you? What if I was next to you on the plane, man, and I started showing you how to trade? It'd be pretty crazy, right? I didn't meet I don't think I've ever met a YouTuber next to me on the plane. That'd be pretty cool, right? Yeah, half a stick plus a fist bump. Yeah, dude, it was like David is him, seems solid. Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. Like what a cool story, right? I think that's a pretty cool story, man. And I told him, I said, man, when I was mentoring him, and I said, man, when I first sat here, you gave me that half a stick of gum. I said, man, that means you're open. You're open to helping others and you care. I said, that's a huge quality, man. I said, that's going to get you very far in life. I said, for the rest of your life, think of this half a stick of gum. I said, for the rest of my life, when I think of holding back, I'm going to think of you. I'm going to think of this half a stick of gum, man. I'll get a boat, a yacht, I'm going to call it half a stick of gum. You know what I mean? You can always give someone a half a stick. You don't need the whole stick. He was looking out for me. You chew your gum so your ears don't pop. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, this is a true story. The dude was like, yo, here's my half a stick of gum, man. I was like, yo, you a cool dude, man. I like you, bro. Yeah, abundance mindset, 100%. And he was down on himself a little bit because he got hurt. And he was working in the tree business, moving the trees, cutting the trees, moving a tree stump. I told him, man, put an ad out for tree business. People are going to start calling you. And now you can't work because you got a herniated disc, but you can hire people, right? You live in Massachusetts. I'll be in Massachusetts for the summer. Yeah, down in Cape Cod if you're around. Let me know over here. That's how Josh Brolin learned to trade. True story over here. On the plane, right? A guy next to him was on the plane. Yeah, that's what I heard. I've taught a lot of people how to trade on the plane. Because I sit there and I open up my laptop. I start playing with the charts. They start asking me what I'm doing, who I am. What is this? And I start telling them, hey, you want to learn a little something? I said, this is the stochastic. This is overbought, oversold. I said, here's the S&P. I called the bottom last October. Look what happened after that. I said, I figured it out using the 3-day and this stochastic here. And they're like, what does this guy just say? And it just, it's mind-blowing, to be honest. Anyway, let's get back into the chart. But shout out to every one of you. I like having conversations with you. So the story's deep, bro. It's a real one. No, it's amazing. I'm telling you, man, wherever I go, I have amazing opportunities. Like today was amazing. I met this kid. He gave me a half stick of gum. Most people would think it was nothing. To me, it's everything. Right? I'll meet you in MA, brother. I'm in Providence. Shout out to Armani. God bless you, brother. Sam, please, how to use the fib level, the uptrend and the downtrend. Definitely met a legend. Yeah, I love you, man. Me and my buddy had one potato chip left once. He crushed it and said nothing will ever come between us. It was great. Amen, brother. Shout out to Sunny Little Tree. Amen. How many suits you bringing to Vegas? I'll probably bring I usually don't wear suits. I wear different colored pants. I'll bring one suit, one clean suit. I'll bring 3 suit jackets, 3 or 4. Yeah, I'll be decked out every night, man. Yeah. You'll see I'll be the best dressed guy in crypto, man. You won't see anyone better dressed than me. There'll be some people dressed better than me, but they won't be in crypto. They'll be richer than me. You know what I mean? But I'll be the best dressed guy in crypto. The people that are richer than me in crypto won't dress like that. They'll that. The guy richer than me, he's got the $3 billion. He wears that hat, that face, Satoshi. They call him Shib Toshi. He literally made $3 billion on Shib. You know what I mean? He did. He made $3 billion off a SHIB transaction, man. And he goes to all the things now with his face, you know. You've seen him. You know Shibtoshi. You guys know Shibtoshi, right? You guys know who I'm talking about. I don't talk about like crypto culture a lot on this channel. I forgot, you know. But I'll show you, man. You come hang out with me in Vegas, like you'll end up in the VIP spots. You'll get dragged to places. You'll meet everybody in the space, man. That's why you got to go to Vegas. You're going to see my life from behind the scenes. You're going to see what I earned. Like, I worked my butt off. Now I get to travel the world, have fun. People say, what up, Sammy? I'm like, yo, what up, bro? Let's go to dinner, yo. I know you, bro. And everyone's there knows crypto. So I walk down the street and people can be like, there's the life of bro. You know what I mean? People be calling me. I was in Nashville. This dude came up to me. I know you, bro. In the middle of the street. He's like, I watch your channel, man. I was like, yo, you're the best, bro. I love you, man. Signing autographs. You know what I mean? Women just like, no, I'm just messing with y'all. Say, do you start your own fashion YouTube, brother? Always looking sharp. Thank you, man. God bless you. Yeah, today I went easy. I went with the hedge fund look. But I always got the tie on. I wore the tie. I've had this tie on since I left the house. Since I did the 8, I put this tie on at 7 in the morning. I put this tie on at 7 in the morning this morning. I did the live stream. It's been on ever since, man. Not even loose. I love wearing a tie, man. 5:30 in Pakistan, watching the best crypto show of the world. God bless you, Romo, Sharp Band. I love you, man. So I want to see you all in Bitcoin land in Las Vegas, okay? I'll get the link up, but there's a link in the description to Bitcoin Las Vegas, and I'll put the QR code up tomorrow on the stream. It's just when I'm traveling, you know what I mean? I spent 4 months staring at the sand with a broken back. I became thankful for the smallest things. Every day is a blessing. Amen, Sean Walker. Amen, dude. Amen. So let's move forward. So Bitcoin, you know, looking pretty bearish. Looking like more downside is upon us. You know, yes, I drew a cup and handle. That's our maybe we can get bailed out. But the odds are not good that we're going to get bailed out. Like, the odds are pretty low. All right. It's not there. It's just not there, right? I'm cycling through music. I have some issues. For some reason, I'm not able to log into the music site. It's giving me problems. I'm gonna have to delete the cookies or something. I'm not there yet. So, and it happened at the last minute. I like this track though. This got that Miami Vice, we about to go kick it. Like, I'm about to drive a pink Cadillac down the street, you know what I mean? I'm feeling kind of different today. I'm feeling a little different. I'll be honest. I'm buying a house tomorrow, man. I close on a house tomorrow. Tomorrow we go through and we do the you know. I flew here to close on a house. That's what I'm doing. And I've been dreaming about this my whole life, man. My sister came to, how cool is this? My sister coordinated with my wife to surprise me at the airport. I thought I was going to be here alone. But my sister came and she got me food. She hooked me up. She had the rented car waiting. And I didn't even know. I had a feeling. I don't know why. I always know when something's happening. I don't know where I said to my wife, I said, oh, I know what you did. And she said, no, what do you mean? I said, I know what you did. I said, I know you have a surprise for me. But the surprise on you, I get it already. And I put it on my Twitter. I figured that out. I just knew. Can we break out of this falling wedge back to the upside for Bitcoin? Is there a chance? So you're telling me there's a chance. Let's get rid of this fib for a second here, and let's just take a look at the odds. We're very oversold on the stochastics RSI. Extremely. So you would assume, yes, we would get some type of movement to the upside here. Now, how hard and how fast, that's the question. Definitely, we got a bit of a resistance right there. We got resistance at 86.9. We got heavy resistance at 83,363. And right below that point of control at 84,400 for BTC. Now, falling wedges break up. Very oversold. No real hidden bullish, though. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD suggests you can get a move here. But I'm not really buying it right now. It doesn't look amazing. It's still a slight higher low from here, but it definitely broke that low. Looks sketchy to me. If anything, what I would do is I would go to the 1 hour time frame. I got to see the 1 hour. Now, the 1 hour has this right shoulder cooking, which is interesting, right? And then it's got a bit of a bear flag going on here. Now, remember, when we trade long, what do? We identify an uptrend by making sure we're above or below the 200 MA. If we're below the 200 MA or if we're above it, we identify an uptrend to the upside, right? Because we know the 200 MA is our trend, right? So listen, when we were above the 200 MA here, we were in an uptrend. When the flag came to the 21, we traded long. When we broke below the 200 MA now, we're in a downtrend. When the flag gets to the 21, now we traded short. So like technically, we should just continue to trade these shorts to the downside. However, Bitcoin seems to possibly put in the bottom. At one point, it is going to put in the bottom. To me, that's an inverted head and shoulder. You see it. That's an inverted head and shoulder. They break up 68% of the time. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's take a look at that on the 30-minute time frame for some more detail. It's definitely an inverted head and shoulder. I'm going to say without doubt in my mind. See, that's the thing. A beginner trader will see a pattern and they'll think like, oh, is that, I think it's that pattern. I think it's kind of like that. But a trader that's been doing this for a long time will be like, no, that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. It's an invert, and that has this probability. Now, the problem is the beginners will see inverted head and shoulders, and they'll say, oh, like I like that trade right there. I really do. I like that trade. That trade's like likely going to break to the upside, right? That thing's going to smoke City, I believe. It looks pretty good to me. That's trading the right shoulder back up to liquidity too. What's the levy on that? Take profit. 800. $137 for 800. I just took that trade live. I either get stopped out here or I make it. If this keeps disappearing on you, go to your settings, go to your style, hit always show stats, and it will stay solid if you'd like it to stay solid there. I mean, that's an inverted head and shoulder. There's a 68% chance it breaks out. I like how we have a low, similar high, and a higher low there. If we break this resistance, I mean, I don't see how Bitcoin doesn't get to the next resistance, right? Once you break resistance, so it looks like we could get up to 83,700 for Bitcoin. So I took a live trade on a low volume Saturday. It is low volume Saturday, but after massive liquidations, usually within 36 to 40 hours, you're going to get a bounce back to the upside if you get the bounce. So even though it is a low volume Saturday night, on a normal Saturday night, I would stay away. But because we had such dumpage, we really could get that movement back to the upside in a major way. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And I'm taking the right shoulder. It's my subconscious mind that took the trade. It's not me that took the trade. Understand? I just saw I just saw something, but so. But hit the link below and sign up to Vegas, man. April in the 70s, blast off in May, baby. Honestly, April has been a great month. April hasn't been a great month. Yeah. I am going to make the trade on weeks. Hold on. I'm going to make the effort here. I just got to, hold on. I got to log in. I didn't want to waste your guys' time. Guys and gals, we got ladies on the stream. I can't believe that plane, man. Okay, so let me just sign in here. 1 second, slowing me down. Always something. Oh, no. 1, 2. You have to do the capacha and all that stuff. So I don't want to waste your guys' time. So I didn't honestly have time. I got to do what I got to do every day. It never ends, man. It never ends. All right, I got it. 1, 2. There we go. And I don't have a cold. My nose seems a little stuffy. It must just, I'm flying. It was freezing cold in that plane, man. Then he put the heat on. Then it was a tiny little plane. It was like, what, I got numlock on over here? I think I didn't have numlock on. Yeah, it's taking me way too long to log in. See, I'm OCD, but now I still can't get the authenticator, and this is wasting the time on the show. That's why I trust me, man. I'll take care of weeks at the right time. I'm wasting your guys' time now with this stuff. I don't have time for this nonsense. Whoever told me to sign into weeks, you're docked, man. We gotta, yeah. For you telling me to do that, we have to give you like a misdemeanor or something, a demerit, whatever it is. Yeah, a demerit. That's what it is. Give them a demerit. All right, no, but it is a week's trading competition, right? So let's go. Let's start our week's trading competition, and let's see if we can win our first trade as a team here. All right? See if we can win our first trade as a team. Nice. Last trade was a win, baby. Wow, that thing is mooning on the 1 minute, though. Look, it just mooned, bro. Man, that was a good entry on that. That was a really good entry. I do. I need more. I need more. All right, so there's the head and shoulder there again. I mean, I'm technically buying the breakout. It's a little late. I'm edging there. And these are very sketchy trades. That's the only thing. We know it's low volume Saturday night. And this could easily bear flag and dump on our face. Like, you know, we can't say it's not making a possible ascending triangle that could eventually just dump on us, you know. I'm just, you know, you got to be open-minded to the fact that it's not perfect there. And you got to know when you're trading. Like, the time we're trading isn't the best right now. It's just not. Oh, I took away my price labels. We want price labels. So you get that tip there. Yeah, 84.535, right? Stop loss is at 82186. Might be a little different than the last trade too. It's all right. And we'll do our regular 100 for 300, 192 for $500. I want to go too hard, you know what I mean? No need on a Saturday night, but we'll take it. So there's a trade on weeks in the competition. Come on, baby, you're putting me to the test now. I can't be losing in the competition. So, like, we got to win this trade. Like, this thing has to pump. We have to have called the bottom. Like, that's it. Like, and the lifers will win. Remember, hit the settings, go back and hit always show stats, and you'll be good to go. All right, so there's the trade on weeks too as well, and on BITUNIX. Both places, it's ready to rock. So this is what I see happening, a possible move in an inverted head and shoulder. We could easily roll over and, you know, here's the deal. Don't act, you can't act like you didn't know what was happening. It gets back in the pattern, it's bearish. It leaves is going to bearishly retest, and then it's going to dump. So if you see price action in this area here, think bearishness. All right. If we get back above here, we gone, baby, gone. And we start pumping to the upside. I like what we're doing so far. We are getting a bit of a move here to the upside. The trade is in the green, just barely. Right? Just barely, though. The trade is in the green. So, let's go, baby. Let's go. Look, I told you I'm the king of... Did I get 3%? No, 0.86%. But that's how you make $18 in 2 seconds. 0.74%. I'm the king of 0.7%. No one gets more percent 0.7 than me. No, but seriously, you gotta love life, right? What a beautiful life in which we live in, man. So that's what I see happening for BTC. Let's take a look at coin market cap and see if there's anything popping on the altcoin space here. Anything crack-a-lacking that I'm looking at in the cryptocurrencies. Cryptos. How many cryptos do you own? There's Kronos with that big news from Trump Media and the ETF and some talk. I mean, getting to 10 cents, up 30% in 7 days. There's money in this market. Just got to be in the right coin at the right time. Injective, man, 872 for Injective. That's horrible. Mantra 627, Jupe. Wow, everything else really just beat to the ground. Not a lot to write home to, right? How's Barachain? Barachain took a hit even though it was the hottest coin in the game. Only thing to trade, and they went after the stop hunts. Sweep back to 229 after that monster move to 270, right? Caspa, 6 cents. Like, it's just like, this is like bear market, right? It just looks horrible. Cardano, 67 ain't too bad. Where's Chainlink hanging in at? Linky Link. So, yeah, I don't see anything crazy. Vine back up a little bit. MLN, fun. Some action here, but nothing too crazy, man. Right? Now I want to look at my buddy Crypto Rank here just to see if there's anything new. Just don't want to see like things I don't want to see. There you go. Okay. Sometimes when you log in, it like, you know, puts in your address and all that, your email address, right? And then like people, like, it exposes you. So just be careful when you're doing stuff like that. You're going to log in. Make sure you don't like log in, you know, in front of people. That's all. I've learned that the hard way. It's not fun, all right, when everyone knows your email address online, all right? Don't do what I do. Do what I say, not what I do. Oh, look at this. Quadruple 11s right now. That's pretty hot. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. That's awesome. I like it. Shout out to everybody here. Redstone, still on my radar, but not getting a lot of love. No love here. Grass finally got a 19% in 7 days. Only coin really green. Nothing really going, though, right? It's a slow market. You don't want to be buying the new ones, the old ones. It's just... Walrus was interesting, right? Nilion was interesting too, but they came out very small, got propped up, VC sold them off, and now you're like, you know? So nothing too crazy to write home about. I would not be touching altcoins right now. Everyone's wondering if Bitcoin's going to go lower, so no one wants to touch an altcoin. If Bitcoin goes lower, your altcoin goes lower. Period. We'll take a look at Solana to see if I have to panic sell it again or hang on one more time. I mean, it seems to love this 120 area, right? But, I mean, it could definitely go lower. Let's take a look here at Solana on the bigger time frames. So, Sol on the weekly lost key support, in my humble opinion. But you could say it's got a trend line ruin now. But I feel like that was the trend line. You could say, okay, this is the trend line. And then you have a major resistance and another resistance. You've got to you got to get back above this key. I mean, this is support right now. Like, you lose this, like, you could free fall to 89. You lose 89, and you got nothing till you really get down to 50. So you could see a $50 Sol. Like, so either we break out huge or it's over. I mean, we were saying that here, and we went even lower. So it could be just one of them bloodbaths, right? If Bitcoin loses more, Sol's going to drop. And it's going to drop hard, dude. This is a hard game, man. You could sell your Sol, buy your Sol back. The smart move is to sell a Sol, buy it back. If we get back, because Sol's not going to just fly. Like, it pumps and then it retests. It pumps, it retests, it pumps. So even if it pumps, it'll come back and retest 130, 140. Probably a good area to jump back in, you know? Fine, you might miss some. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy, but Sol's got to bounce here, man. It's got to bounce here sooner than later. Like, this is crazy. The 3-day chart even resetting. The stochastic's getting kind of double topped on the 3-day chart. Look at that. That's a double top. Say it ain't so. I mean, that's a double top. 1, 2. Like, it is what it is. You make the measured move all the way down to 90. So it says Sol's going to 90. Buy, sell it all, buy it back at 90. I don't know, man, but this tells me that Sol's dropping down to 90 and may not be what you want to be hanging on to right now. So, trouble in paradise here for Bitcoin. Not looking amazing on all fronts. And I got to play some of the same tracks. I'm sorry. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll figure out what's up with the music. Hopefully, I'll get my equipment and I'll have my other monitor and I won't be like this and I'll have a mic stand and I won't be bending my back. My back is killing me right now because they lost my freaking luggage, man. Come on, man. How are you going to do this to a lifer, man? But soon I'll have everything the way I need it. I should fly 2 people, both with... No, because someone else, the same thing would happen to their luggage with me. They both would have just double lost. I think I should have double luggage and send 2 people. Or I should have double luggage and I should send someone a few hours in front of me. I have enough money to do it, really. So I should have double luggage and I should send someone in front of me 5 hours ahead of me that gets to the location, sets up, and then I have a backup of stuff in case he never makes it. That's literally how I should do it from now on. That way, even if they mess up my plane, I can still win. Because I got to win, man. And if I set it up right, I set it up to win no matter what. We can do this. We can do this. See, I'm crouching down and it hurts my back. Oh, my God. Nothing like a stand-up desk, man. I miss being home already. I could bring the mic up even more, but then you'll really see the Kleenex box. And do you want to see that? I don't know if you want to see that. You know what I mean? I mean, you already see the beginnings of the Kleenex box, but do you really want to know that I'm talking out of a Kleenex box? Is that what you want? Your favorite YouTuber is a Kleenex YouTuber. That's what he's doing over here. He's talking out of a Kleenex box. What is going on? You know what I mean? I tell you what. All right, so moving forward, let's take a look here. So can we get a bounce? So you're telling me there's a bounce. The daily looks like we could get a bounce. What if the daily bounces here, man, and we get a huge win on our week's trade? We wake up tomorrow with a massive candle back to the upside. The inverted head and shoulder plays out, and we win. Only time will tell. Either I come back tomorrow and we're winning, or I come back tomorrow and I lost heavily and you all make fun of me. So there's two scenarios. The one where I win and the one where I lose, right? The fun thing is I gave you that scenario tonight. So tomorrow you can either make fun of me or you can cheer with me. I think that's pretty awesome. If I didn't have the guts to go for it, then, it'd just be whatever's, right? But we have it. We have it. Is the stream really running right now? I can't believe it. Mubarak, Crow is pumping. Bounce it like it's hot. Some use Kleenex, some use plungers. Amen. Tara's couple will be massive by the event situation. We could explode to the upside. 100%. It could be exactly what people... It's usually what the masses don't think. The masses are all bearish on tariffs. So I think the tariffs are bullish. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that we had tariffs on us already. So let's just say, I'm just going to pick a random country. I'm not going to say this is the case, but let's just say the Netherlands was already hitting us 20%. Now we hit them with 30%. Now they back off, and now we don't have any tariffs. Now we pull off our tariffs. Now all Trump really did was back the tariffs off that we already had on us. Don't you get that? He matched the tariffs that were already hitting us for mad long. Things are about to get cheaper for you. They've been lying to you. It's the opposite of what you've been told. He basically fronted tariffs on people that were already fronting tariffs on us for years. And then they came back and said, you know what? We've been taking advantage of you guys for a long time. We shouldn't have been doing this. I don't know why. It's just, this is how it's been for so long. We let it slide. The last guy did it. But you know what? Now I'm going to meet you halfway. I think big things are going to happen that you don't even realize, man. All right? Look, you're already up in the trade. What do you want from me? You're up 1.48%. You're going all the way to 982, 900. You're up on the trade. Dude, we might have just played the most beautiful right shoulder of our lives. Pump it all the way up to the upside. We close our first week straight of the competition, and we dominate the game on a Saturday night when everybody else took the night off, when everyone else went out drinking, when everyone else decided it was time to party. I grinded to the location. I set up the live stream remote, and we never missed a beat. 82,927. Bitcoin pumping to the upside, baby. Let's go. This is what I live for. This is what I live for. Why are you not logging in today? We have to listen to the same songs over and over again, but that's okay because you love me and I love you. And together we will make it. Follow me at x.com, at CryptoLife33. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry about the light mode right now. It does this to me every once in a while. I'll flip it back to dark mode at the right time. Where is dark mode? Where is dark mode? Somebody help me. Somebody please. I can't do this anymore. I need dark mode and I need it now. This is who you're trading against. His name is Sid and he wakes me up at bottoms and tops. And he did it again today. He really does. He really does though. Shout out to Crypto Face. God bless you. No, sir. This is who I'm trading against. So funny. No. This is who you're trading against. The Crypto Lifers. Straight up. Shout out to May's Love. She's so cool. She's cool. She's nice. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. He's in a spaces right now. Crypto Billy, leave that space and get to my live right now. There's 4 quarters in the game. Legacies aren't made in the first. Let that sink in. Nope, never are. Just like they're made in the 4th quarter, baby. Right? Yeah, God uses you to do what you got to get done. Amen. Yeah. You will blink, and ETH will be back at 4K. Luke Belmar. I believe things would be jumping faster than they realize. Yeah. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, man, in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. Sammy May just called a long one, baby. And the week's trade up. This trade up. We are gaining some momentum here. Hey. How do I do it? How do I show up and it starts to pump? All day went sideways and then boom, boom, boom. We got the selective right shoulder to the upside for BTC. I'm looking at the chat. Where is my chat? My beautiful people, my lifers, man. Bitty Bitcoin trade is popping. Can you break down on ETH? Sam, get an extension to Dark. All websites you visit. I know, right? Thank you, Hassan. NBA final games. Only need to watch the fourth quarter. Amen. Amen. I like watching the game. I like the whole game. I like how you feel, how the game begins, how each team goes back and forth. I like the offset in and out. We're winning the trade, Master Friend. I did what you told me to do, Master Friend. I took my model. I studied till I found a model, and I traded my model, man. You're the best, Master Friend. I love you, buddy. You're my buddy, man. Nobody loves me like you do, man. I appreciate you, man. You're the best, man. I'm so happy you had a second child, man. You're a man. We both had babies. Be a man, have a baby. Be a man and have a baby, bro. I got a baby at home. Master Friend is a baby at home. What are you waiting on? Every single lifer should have a baby at home right now. Why are you slacking? Get your baby and get it on. It's time to get a baby. Every grown man that feels capable should have a child. A beautiful child. You're going to catch Boston hockey tonight. Yeah, maybe a little Bruins. A little Bruins sports here. I don't know. I'll probably be trading all night. No. I'm going to hang out with my sister. We're going to talk the talk. Have some ice cream. A couple chips and hummus. Just keep it cool. I'm in a dark wooded area. You know what I mean? In the middle of nowhere. In a very rural area. Very quiet. Not a lot going on. Yeah. Congrats to all the beautiful people here on the live. Shout out to all the awesome people here on the live, man. Bro, I have 2 grandbabies. God bless you. 50 off-road. The clones count? No, clones. If you have a clone, it's not the same. Wow, your baby's 18. Exactly. To help. Yeah, exactly. 1916 to help. Exactly. It's all a scam, man. If you zoom out on the 15, you see a bigger head and shoulder reversal. Zooming out means you're going to a larger time frame. The 15 would be zooming in, my friend. I see the head and shoulder here. I don't know what you're talking about. You see like this, like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder like that. That's possible on a bigger time scale. I don't know. To me, that's too much. You're pushing it, We're about to go to 83,000, though, I'll tell you that. And then we'll go from there to the upside. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside, almost up 3% on the trade. I'm the king of 3%. Nobody makes 3% quicker than I do in this game. I just joined your week's competition, brother. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. We love you. We appreciate you. Get yourself a baby. Make babies. Make love, not war. You know what I mean? Make love, not war. Dave Angel knows all about that. He had that bumper sticker when he was my age. Oh, I don't got my ching, man. I got to get it all back, man. I'm shipping a mixer next time. I'm shipping a mixer, brother. Shout out to the lifers and the lifettes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So not much altcoins. I wouldn't go crazy on the altcoins tonight. I'd take it light. Take it easy. But the daily showing signs of a reversal back to the upside. Beautiful wick. That could be tweezer bottoms, man. We could spell a massive reversal back to the upside. It could be a Sunday fun day bloodfest. We take out the shorts and squeeze the shenizis out of them. It's a very big bullish divvy there on my indicator telling us that we're likely going to get a bounce. I've been known to call bottoms. I just hit it. You never know. We just touched the 21. We could move all the way back to the 200 MA. The 1 minute broke above the 200 and formed a flag and got busy. Are you going to break above the 200 on the 3 minute? You did that. How about the 5 minute time frame? You just broke the 200 on the 5 minute. You know that's my catalyst. Now look, here's my signal. This is my model, everybody. There it is. You guys got so lucky. You're on the live. Every one of you who showed up tonight, you just got the model. You're so blessed. You need to wait 5 to 15 to 20 minutes. How about I'd say 15 to 20 minutes. Let that 5 touch that 21 or get dang close and boom. 90% of the time you explode to the upside when you make a bull flag when the 21 touches. The stochastics will reset, and you will blast to the upside. That is my model. I've been studying it for many years. It's on total, which it's obviously going to be on Bitcoin. I don't even need to kind of second guess myself there. But that looks like the total market cap may have bottomed. Inverted head and shoulder back to the upside. That's what we just played here for BTC. So I think I used my lifer vision. Pretty sure we were able to hit it. You never know, though. It's super high risk. High odds you will lose the trade because it is a Saturday night. Saturday night is not great. All right? So, anyone else? Any last questions? I'm going to make this a quicker stream. It's pretty cold here. I'm freezing cold right now. I'm going to put like a coat on. I got to get like a fire started or something. It's just not, ideal. There's a strong fair value gap in 15 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, anything that you guys could tell me, let me know. How the Florida Gators doing, man? They took it down last night. I didn't fall NCAA after St. John's fell off. I just got really it threw me off, Hey, Sammy, you're the man. Keep feeling all love on Saturday night, man. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. And how many beautiful people we have here on this live stream? 1,000 souls on the live. Are you kidding me? 1,000 beautiful people. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll go over ETH. All right, I'll take a look at ETH chart. And let's take a look at the fan funding and see what people are saying here. We have a couple people. We got Chris Gross with the 777s. 8 months ago, you guys prayed for my soon-to-be daughter. My first child is here, happy, healthy, beautiful, and perfect. God bless you, man. You had your first daughter, man. What a blessing. Has a QR scanner. Next to the login button is a QR code option. Makes it easier. As a QR scanner. What is that? Shout out to Jeffrey Stam. Thank you. The Weeks app has a QR scanner. Next to the login button is a QR code option. Makes it easier. Thank you for saying that. What's up, Sam? Just want to say I'm genuinely happy for you and your accomplishments. Much love, brother. Cheers and safe travels. Get home safe as always. Thank you for all you do for the lifers. Shout out to Rudy007. We love you. Are you wearing pants today? I am wearing pants. I always have a nice set of pants on, man. I think my fly might be down accidentally there. But yes, I got some pants on, man. There you go. Embarrassing right there. Well, because you know why? I peed right before the stream, and then I ran in, and I'm fixing the audio and doing all this other stuff, man. I'm making sure you guys are happy. My fly has to suffer, you know what I mean? You're wearing pants? Yeah, I'm wearing pants. All right. Shout out to everybody here. We just basically hit 83,000, 83,999 on the call. So not much else to trade tonight. I would only be trading Bitcoin. I'd be wary of anything else. And, any last questions? I'm going to do Ethereum, and then I'm going to jump out of here for the night. My second stream while traveling all day. I am beat. I like Sui here at 225 too. Look for that 5 minute to make a flag above the 200 SMA and come back to the 21-day moving average. That's what you're looking for. Let's take a look at Ethereum, and then I'm going to jump out of here for the night. ETH, baby, ETH. And ETH was my first love at $89. I first bought ETH. I knew about it at $9. Someone in the street told me about Ethereum at $9. Kicking myself that I did not buy it at $9. Then I saw it at $89. I could have 10x my money. I said, man, what was I thinking, right? So let's break down what's happening to Ethereum. We needed that bounce. We had a beautiful trend line. We lost that trend line. We dumped. Is ETH going lower? It looks a lot like Solana. Either this is a fake out, we're going to break it right back up and we're going to rip, or they're taking us further down. They're trying to induce a lot of fear. Whenever they induce heavy fear, it usually means they're going to bring the price back to the upside. I've done this where you say you're in a flag, but I mean, could you bounce back to the top of this and make some type of then come down for the retest and break out? I don't know. It's sketchy times, right? I'm like pulling rabbits out the hat right there on Ethereum. So we look at the weekly. The weekly sketchy. It doesn't have hidden bullish like Bitcoin. It had hidden bullish right here, and it got rejected by resistance. I mean, that's an M pattern that's beginning its way to the downside, right? The measured move of the M is from here to there. That takes you to 592. So I'm not saying ETH is going to 592 for sure, but it's very oversold on the weekly. But look, it's rolling over on the 3-day chart. To me, it almost looks like Bitcoin's going to 70,000, and Ethereum's going to take a hit. People don't want to hear this. I don't hold much ETH, so I don't really care. You see, so it's easy for me to tell you ETH is going to dump in your face. And this says we're going down to like a $900 ETH. That's just a measured move, but this is a bear flag. It broke out the bear flag. It's pointing to the downside. At the very least, I think it started raining here. At the very least, I see this thing going to like $1,000. I really do. It looks like it's definitely going to test 1,500, and you're going to go from there. Maybe it double bottoms at 1,500. You get some type of break, and we get up on the 1 hour or the 30-minute, and then we reverse. But right now, ETH does not look good to me. I'm not trying to be rude here, and I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Ethereum is in a bad spot. It's hit resistance. Previous support, it SR flipped the wrong way there. You do that upside down, that's a pump. I don't see how that doesn't continue to pump. A little bit of divvy there. It could bounce with Bitcoin bouncing, but honestly, Bitcoin bounces and people will sell their alts for Bitcoin again. It was the Bitcoin season, and it still is Bitcoin season. And I don't mean to be rude. It just is what it is. It's Bitcoin time, So I don't know. ETH doesn't look good to me at all. I would not long ETH unless it broke out and retested 2,100 at this point. You've got to break back above here, retest, and that would be the long. But not until then. Not until I saw it go high and come back for the higher low. What do you guys think? Am I wrong about Ethereum? Do you think it's about to pump? Or does Ethereum look bad? $7 years ago, I bought my wife $10,000 worth of ETH. 7 years ago. 7 years later, it's $14,000. Exactly, man. But had you bought Bitcoin, he said it's worth $13,000 today. Generational wealth, baby. It's so funny, right? $3,000 in 7 years. I don't believe that. Wait. Hold on. You said 7 years ago. Yeah, you're right. ETH was like 15. See, honestly, ETH is garbage. I've never liked ETH. I told people to stay away from it. Look at it. Let's be honest here. On this wick high, you could have bought, $1,300 worth of it. And you would have held it for 7 years. And today you'd be up $500 a share? That's whack, bro. That's garbage. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin far outperformed. We bought Bitcoin 7 years ago. We're buying it like 8, 9, 20,000. We 4x'd our money at least. You know what I mean? And come on, man. And it's such a better return. Such a better return. Man. Back to 82,900. Watch out. The 5-minute does have to come on down and flag out. If you want to add your 21, just add an MA here. Hit it twice. 2 MAs will get added. Go into your settings. The first MA is going to be the 21. I make it white, thick. The second MA is going to become the 200. I make it yellow, thick. And you can see that you're above the 200, but you got the 21 crossing. That's my model on the 5-minute. It plays out about, I'd say 90%. It's 9 out of 10. This thing is hitter. This thing hits. So when the 21 comes in, boom. Good chance we get a big move to the upside here for Bitcoin. So anyway, I'm going to jump out of here for the night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm freezing. I got to take a hot shower, get myself I've been in a freezing little cold plane. I haven't had much time to really give myself a moment here. I had the wet plane sweats all over me. Then I was in a freezing cold plane. Now I'm cold in the room I'm in. Probably setting myself up to get sick. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much seriously, for coming through on this live. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for giving me the faith, the hope, and the drive to keep pushing every single day, no matter what. Without each and every one of you, I don't know where I would be, what I would be doing with my life. Honestly, I wouldn't have a life. I don't know what I would do. I'd be, but because of each and every one of you, I'm the crypto lifer. I'm a known crypto guy around the country, around the world. And each and every one of you put me on the map. And I thank you so much for your time. I thank you so much for your energy. And I thank you so much for your love. I can't wait to come back tomorrow morning. We're going to go over what happened to this trade and see what happens. Usually I'm on somewhere between 8 and 10. It might be the regular time, 10 a.m., just because I got the time to do it. And I don't think I'll have my equipment until like 10 a.m. anyway, because we got to see if this flight will come and bring me my stuff. So we longed Bitcoin on the 1 hour, just to recap. This was the long. The entry's still pretty much the same here. Entries around now, stop loss below 82,000, and the take profit is about 84,500. That is the inverted head and shoulder that we played for Bitcoin. The shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, we are in the money so far. I'm up $48, 2% on that trade, and I'm up $48, 2% on this trade, and I'm up in this trade. It just, what is it doing over here? Oh, it opened the order, but it didn't open the trade? Oh my gosh. I knew something was funny there. So I should have been in the trade already. Now I'm in the trade. All right. I get it. I thought I got it to open immediately, but I guess I did. Maybe I limited it at a different time. Anyway, that's BITUNIX. That's weeks. All right. BITUNIX, you're getting you're getting money back if you get in. We have a whole campaign running right now. I'll go over the specifics, but if you hit the link, you can see the specifics too to my BITUNIX campaign inside of the comment. If you want to hit the link to any of these things, you want to know what I'm doing, the link's right here. You can join my trading group at cryptolifer.com, find out what I'm talking about, find out what I'm updating you guys, what I'm going over, and bang, bang, bang. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll be out for the rest of the day. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Lifer, and I'll catch you tomorrow. What does this look like? Big time. And, now I actually need Kleenex. I should hold the mic like this. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's the house my mom, my mom and dad were living in before they died, man. This is it. These are the times to be alive right here. I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. There you go. Kleenex was better, right? I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. I'll see you on the next live. Hello, Canelo, you said meet at this guy just sent a super chat, meet at the Black Dog? Yeah, send an email to my wife, cryptolifers@gmail. You got to give us your first and last name. We do run a background check on anybody that I meet, just to make sure we know if that's okay. If it's not okay, then we can't hang out. But if you're okay with us running a background check on you, I will meet you. All right? God bless everybody here on the live. Canelo, are you out there? Canelo, are you out there? Yeah. Now, I got the volume on now. It should be on now. Yeah. Dude, we meeting. I mean, come down to the Black Dog on Martha's Vineyard. I'm here. We could all meet tomorrow, man. Do a crypto meetup, Massachusetts. Email my wife, cryptolivers@gmail.com, with your first and last name. All right. I love y'all. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thank you for everything, everybody.